Ok, mi gente, el día de hoy vamos a estudiar el presente indicativo y el pasado indicativo. ¿Por qué se llama presente indicativo? Ok, número uno, nos indica nuestro estado de ánimo, ya sea que I'm sick o I'm upset, estoy enojado, estoy molesto. Nos indica nuestra profesión, I am a doctor, soy un doctor. Nos indica nuestra ubicación, I am at the hospital, estoy en el hospital. Y nuestra edad, I am 20 years old, I am 30 years old. Ok, entonces comencemos. Su fórmula la tenemos acá y es pronombre personal más el verbo to be, que se desglosa en am, is, or, más el complemento. Tenemos afirmativa, interrogativa, negativa, negativa contractada y la pregunta negativa contractada. Comencemos. I am your husband. La interrogativa, am I your husband? La negativa, agregamos el not. I am not your husband. Negativa contractada, I am not your husband. La pregunta negativa contractada, am I not your husband? ¿Cuál sería la respuesta corta que tenemos aquí en rojo? Yes, I am. Sí, sí lo soy. No, I am not. No lo soy. No, I'm not. No, no lo soy. Vamos ahora con el you are tall. Eres alto. Are you tall? You are not tall. You aren't tall. You aren't tall. Aren't you tall? Ahora les voy a dar aquí un tip. Como aquí hay dos T, va una T de aren't y luego tall. No van a pronunciar you aren't tall. You aren't tall. No, solo pronuncian una T. You aren't tall. You aren't tall. ¿Ok? You aren't tall. You aren't tall. Ok, ¿cuál sería la respuesta corta? Yes, you are. No, you are not. No, you aren't. Ok. Ahora acá donde dice he is my boss, es mi jefe. ¿Es él mi jefe? ¿Is he my boss? Ahora, la negativa sería he is not my boss. Negativa contractada, he isn't my boss. La pregunta negativa contractada, isn't he my boss? Ahora, ¿cuál sería la respuesta? Yes, he is. No, he is not. No, he isn't. Ahora, she is my wife. Es mi esposa. Is she my wife? She's not my wife. She isn't my wife. Isn't she my wife? Yes, she is. No, she's not. No, she isn't. Acá, it is hot. Hace calor. Is it hot? Aquí no van a decir is it hot. No, lo juntan. Is it? Is it hot? Lo mismo aquí. It is not hot. No, no lo van a decir así. Lo van a decir it is. It is not hot. Aquí lo mismo. It isn't. It isn't hot. Aquí, isn't it? Isn't it hot? Isn't it? Ya vieron que no, isn't it? Isn't it hot? No. Isn't it? Ok, la T es como muda. Isn't it? Isn't it hot? Entonces, ¿cuál sería la respuesta corta acá? Yes, it is. No, it is not. No, it isn't. We are friends. Are we friends? We are not friends. We aren't friends. We aren't friends. Aren't we? Aren't we friends? Yes, we are. No, we are not. No, we aren't. Acá, you are amazing. Are you amazing? ¿Eres maravilloso? ¿Eres maravilloso? You are not amazing. You aren't amazing. Aren't you amazing? Aren't you amazing? Aren't you amazing? Yes, you are. No, you are not. No, you aren't. El último sería, ellos son mis padres. They are my parents. Are they my parents? En pregunta. They are not my parents, en negativo. They aren't my parents, en negativa contractada. They aren't my parents. Aren't they my parents? En la pregunta negativa contractada. Yes, they are. They are. No, they are not. No, they aren't. Serían las preguntas, las respuestas cortas. Ahora, ese es el presente indicativo, ¿verdad? Como decimos siempre, todo presente tiene su pasado y este sería el pasado indicativo. Su fórmula. Todos los tiempos gramaticales tienen una fórmula. En este caso, la fórmula de este es pronombre personal más el was o el were más el complemento. Was significa fue, estaba, era, estuvo. Y were, eran, fueron, estaban, estuvieron. Ok, y esto igual, como el presente indicativo tiene su afirmativo en pasado, su interrogativa, su negativa contractada y su pregunta negativa contractada y las respuestas cortas. Ok, entonces comencemos. I was your husband. Fui tu esposo. Era tu esposo. Was I your husband? I was not. La negativa, I was not your husband. La negativa contractada, I wasn't your husband. Y la pregunta negativa contractada, wasn't I your husband? Wasn't I your husband? Wasn't I? Okay, wasn't I your husband? La respuesta es corta, ¿cuál sería? Y esa was, si sí lo fue, sí lo fui. No, I was not, no, no lo fui. No, I wasn't, no lo fui. Ahora vamos con you were tall. tú eras alto. ¿Eras tú alto? You were not tall. No era alto. You weren't tall. Aquí le voy a dar otro tip. Aquí, como hay dos T, you weren't y después la T de tall, no van a decir you weren't tall. You weren't tall. Sino que eliminan una T, que es esta de acá, la del weren't. Entonces dice you weren't tall. You weren't tall. ¿Ok? Weren't you tall? Weren't you tall? Weren't you tall? ¿No eras alto? Entonces, ¿cuál sería su respuesta corta? Yes, you were. No, you were not. No, you weren't. He was my boss. Él era mi jefe. Fue mi jefe. Was he my boss? Was he my boss? Was he my boss? He was not my boss. He wasn't my boss. Wasn't he my boss? Wasn't he my boss? Wasn't he my boss? Yes, he was. No, he was not. No, he wasn't. Sería la respuesta corta. Ahora acá, she was my wife. Ella fue o era mi esposa. Was she my wife? ¿Era mi esposa ella? She was not my wife. Ella no era mi esposa. No fue mi esposa. She wasn't my wife. Wasn't she my wife? La respuesta corta, ¿cuáles serían? Yes, she was. Si sí lo fue. No, she was not. No, no lo fue. No, she wasn't. Acá, it was hot. Estaba caliente, hacía calor. Was it hot? Aquí también únanlo. No van a decir was it hot. No. Was it? Was it? Was it hot? It was not hot. It wasn't hot. It wasn't hot. Wasn't he? Wasn't it hot? Wasn't it hot? Yes, it was. No, it was not. No, it wasn't. Acá, we were friends, éramos amigos, igual con you were amazing, they were my parents, era maravilloso, maravillosa, ellos eran mis padres. Lo mismo, were we friends, we were not friends, were you amazing, you were not amazing, were they my parents, they were not my parents, we weren't friends, you weren't amazing, you weren't amazing, únalo, you weren't amazing, they weren't my parents, weren't we friends? Weren't you amazing? Weren't they my parents? ¿Cuál sería la respuesta corta para el we? Yes, we were. No, we were not. No, we weren't. Para el you sería lo mismo. Yes, you were. No, you were not. No, you weren't. Para el they. Yes, they were. No, they were not. No, they weren't. Y así termina un ejemplo más del pasado indicativo. Así que ya saben, English Love 21 te lo enseñó. Follow me for more.